So thank you for coming to the webinar, How to Write a Better Gakushin Proposal. I'm Yoshida at the University of Tokyo, and I'm an associate professor at the University of Tokyo. So I hope you will learn something about Gakushin proposal today. So this webinar will be for 1 hour. So my name is, this is my slides for self-introduction. I'm Yoshida, an associate professor at the University of Tokyo. And I was a research fellow for Young Scientist, DC1, from 2012 to 2014. So when I write a proposal to Gakushin, I didn't have much information about Gakushin. So I wanted to give some information to the applicants. At first, we did 2 webinars in Japanese. And when we conduct survey of the webinar, so some participants said that he or she needs English version. So we decided to conduct the English version of the webinar about Gakushin proposal. So, but there is another student who supports this webinar, and we are not so good at English. So I'm sorry if there are some mistakes in grammars or vocabularies. So at first, I would like to say sorry about my not so good in English. So this is Yoshida, and there is one supporter whose name is Rintaro Chujo. So would you say hello to the audience?
Okay. Hello, my name is Rintaro Chujo, a senior student from Faculty of Literature at the University of Tokyo. My interest is human-computer interaction and experience design. And also, I won the U-Tokyo Presents Grant Award for Student this year as a result of winning the world largest international competition in the field of edtech. And the evaluation of the language run, the edtech 2 language run. And today we will use language run as a question platform. So please use and please feedback after that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, as he said, we will use language one, which we developed for educational development educational platform. So this is language one. So language one is a tool for collecting opinions from audience. So today we would like to use it for Q&A. So if you have any question, please send question through this website. So now we are sending you one link to the language. So which is we will use it for Q&A. So when you access the link, you can see, so type your question. So if you have any question, please type your question here. And you don't need to write down your name, but if you need, please write down your name here. And after you type your question, please click send. And if there are many questions, when you place the others post, and if you click the next, you can see others post. So when you read others questions, and when you feel, oh, it's good question, please press like. So there is a like button on each question. So if you like the question, please press the like button. So we will answer these questions between the webinar and at the end of the webinar. All right. So yeah, if you have questions, please type here. So, and at first, at the beginning of the webinar, I would like to note two points. So this meeting is being streamed on YouTube, and a record will be made available later. So Zoom participants are requested to turn off your microphones and cameras for now. And the meeting includes screenshots and comments from participants, may be published as articles or educational materials on websites, etc. So please note those. So today's goal, so I would like to talk about today's goal and table of contents. So today's goal is I would like you to understand how to prepare a better application for JSPS research fellowships for young scientists. So we say it in Japanese, Gakushin. We very shorten the words, and we call it JSPS research fellowships for young scientists will be Gakushin. So in this webinar, I will call this as Gakushin. So the right name is this. So I would like you to understand how to prepare a better application for Gakushin by understanding the tips on how to prepare the application form required. And the table contents are these. So at first, I would like you to learn about Gakushin, and then I would like you to know the tips when you for writing the proposal. And at the end of the webinar, we will answer all questions. So we will stop the webinar for 1 hour. However, we will stay after that. So after that, we will answer all questions in the language. And also, if you have any questions by Zoom participants, you can unmute and ask me from your mouth. It's okay. So this is the table of contents. So let's go to the Gakushin. So the session learn about Gakushin. So Gakushin, so for doctor course, is a program to support young researchers. So when you are granted as a Gakushin researcher, you can get 200,000 yen per month, and also up to 1 million yen per year for research expenses. So it is very good circumstance for young scientists or young researchers to concentrate on researches. So I recommend you to try to be a Gakushin researcher. And the survey of the Gakushin, from the survey of the Gakushin, so 87.7% of those selected for fellow DC position will be in a full-time research position within 10 years. So it is very good number for getting the, full-time research position. So very high score is recorded regarding the DC fellowship. And so my impression is that, so why we hold this webinar is that, so yeah, we would like you all to be a Gakushin researcher. However, the number is limited. So it seems this webinar will be benefit for those who will be granted as Gakushin researchers, but we don't think that. So we think that writing the application itself is valuable. So when you write a proposal, you rethink your research plan and you refine your method, or you will refine your research purpose and method and contents and so on. So it is very good time for you to brush up your research plan through writing a proposal. So that's why we would like to hold the webinar, how to write a good proposal to enhance your research ability, right? So that is our thoughts about this webinar and also Gakushin. So it's very good for you to know the reviewers. So when I explain later, or I can explain this at first. So I will like to talk about the review process of Gakushin proposal. So there are two steps. And there are, how do I say? There are reviewer set. There are review set in the Gakushin. So in one set, 6 reviewers are there. And at first, the first step, reviewers grade on 5-point scale on your proposal, which is absolute evaluation. So based on conception and originality of research plan, and also quality as a researcher. And second, based on the above, overall evaluation graded in 5 levels. It is not absolute evaluation, but relative evaluation between the applicants. So that is first step. And next one, the second step is that the reviewer grade on 4-point scale with reference to the evaluation and opinions of others. So at the first step, each reviewer grades by themselves, by each self. So they do not see others' comments. However, in the second step, a reviewer can see others' comments, and also they reconsider the grade on the proposal. So these are the 2 steps. So when I apply the Gakushin, there is an interview session. How do I say? Interview. However, in these days, there is no interview. So you are just judged by the proposals only. So you don't have chance to have an interview to those. So writing a good proposal is more important for you in these days. So this is a review process. So we would like to. So the next, we would like to know who will be reviewers. So there is some information about review set. So review set in Japanese we call it shinsa set. So, and I'm sorry that for my research, I just found this only in Japanese. So I'm sorry for that, but I just share the link in Zoom. So the link will be shared in YouTube. And in this website, there is a shinsa set. So it is a review set, which I call it. And for example, DC1, when you see the shinsa set, so you need to translate these. I'm sorry, but you need to translate these shinsa set, review set. But it says that there is some review set, and it is chemistry 1 and chemistry 2 and chemistry 3. So when you apply the Gakushin, you need to choose which category you would like to apply. So for example, if you are majored in green sustainable chemistry, so it is green sustainable chemistry. So I'm sorry, I don't know much about this. So in this PDF, there is a phrase, so green sustainable chemistry. So if you were majored in green sustainable chemistry, you will choose this section. So you need, when you apply the Gakushin, you need to choose your category like this. And if you choose green sustainable chemistry, so your review set will be chemistry 2. So the rightest row is the review set. So green sustainable chemistry belongs to the chemistry 2 review set. And in the review set, there are some, how do I say? I'm sorry, I cannot translate this in English So it's like, do you have any clue about Chujo-san? Do you? I will check. I will check the dictionary. I'm sorry for that. Inorganic chemistry. So the chemistry too are composed of inorganic chemistry and also maybe analytical chemistry, maybe analytical chemistry. So which means the reviewers will not be the specialists on green sustainable chemistry. So yeah, even if the specialties of reviewers are the same for as chemistry, however, the detailed specialty is very diverse. So I hope you not to use very special, how do I say, special words or 専門用語. I'm sorry. I just check, how do I say, like jargon. Yeah, research jargon, technical jargon. I'd like you to avoid technical jargon or technical language in the proposal. However, when you write a proposal and you cannot write a proposal without using some terms. So if you use some technical terms, you need to explain beforehand because many reviewers are not the specialists of your research field. So I hope you not to use technical jargon without explaining those, right? So this is why it is important for you to know who the reviewers are. So this is the talk about the review set, and also I talked about the review process. And next, we would like to go on the session write a proposal. However, if there are some questions, I would like to answer those. So Chujo-san, do you have any questions for now?
Now we have one question.
One question, yes.
What is the difference between section 4.2 and section 5? I don't know what section.
Well, so may I see, what is the difference between section 4.2 and section 5 means? Is that, it seems that maybe the template of the Gakushin proposal, maybe. It's not about what I have told.
So we will explain after that.
Yeah. After, so in the next session, we will answer these.
Yeah.
And it seems there is another post.
And
can I
Yes. Can I submit my doctoral dissertation proposal as the application proposal?
Yeah, of course. So when you apply the Gakushin, so how do I say? So when you were doctoral student, so as a doctoral student, you will conduct your research as a Gakushin researcher. So the content of the research will be the same. Mainly, is the same. So I think you can do that. So
hold on.
So some comments are here, and doctoral proposal might be too technical since it's for specialists in the fields. So it says just the same one. Thank you for the comment. So I thought you will change the contents into the application proposal for Gakushin, but just copy and paste. So I don't recommend you that just copy and paste. As a comment from the participant, of course, dissertation proposal is very technical. So you can use this proposal as base of the Gakushin proposal. However, I don't recommend you to just copy and paste. Oh, thank you for the comment. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, if you have any questions, please write your question here and send it. Thank you. So I would like to go to the next section, write a proposal. So at first, I'd like you to obey obey what application form says, which means so there are some explanation what applicant will write on in template of the proposal. So please obey those, which means so please write exactly as directed in an application form. So in the application form, so I will share the application format in this, wait a minute, in this screen. So please wait for a while. So yeah, there is a Gakushin proposal template in the official website. So please use this. But I'm sorry, but Chujo-san, maybe it's only in Japanese and it seems there is no English version, right? Maybe.
As I know.
Yeah, as we know. I'm sorry, but as we know, I'm sorry, but there are only Japanese. So in the later part, I will. I'm sorry. So it is just for reference, but I just I just translate the main element parts of the proposal. So I will talk about it later. I'm sorry. It is not the. I'm sorry. I will change later. That so this is a Gakushin proposal, and this proposal is divided in like a research plan, and it is a positioning of your research, and also there is also continue as a research plan, and this is the research purpose and contents, and also you need to write about the law related to your research, and also there is some section for your self-analysis, self like introduction, and what is your strength related to the research, and also the things you need to get to be a good researcher, and also there are some image of your research, so like idol of your researcher. Yeah. So this is the main proposal template, and you will write your proposal with this template. And in this section, there are many clues for you to write a proposal. So, for example, like write issues or situation of your research field, and also please write your please write your path to your research plan. So what is your what makes you what makes you, so I will I will just use my slide as a reference. Oh, sorry for that. I will, yes. I'm sorry for my bad English. Like, so background leading to the ideation of the research plan. So you need to write down background leading to the ideation of this research plan in positioning of research, something like that. So there are some clues in the proposal. So I would like you to see those and also obey those. And it is only in Japanese, so just for reference, I translated mainly part of the proposal. So I hope you to use this. So this is what, this is the, all right, this is the, what, okay. Then I would like to show my Gakushin proposal. I'm sorry, but it's in Japanese, and so from now on, I will talk about my research proposal, and also each section, each section I will recommend you what to be included in the section. So through using my research proposal. I'm sorry, it's Japanese, but it's Japanese, but I will explain it in English. I try to explain it in English, so I hope you understand my, how do I say, my core plan for research. So I will share my screen, and I will share the link to my research proposal. So I'm sorry for it's Japanese, but I will explain. So this is my research proposal, Gakushin proposal. And so it is, I think, 10 years old. So it is a little bit, not a little bit, but it is very different from the new template. However, これからの研究計画, so which means the future research plan is relatively near to the new proposal template. So I would like to explain these sections. So using the template and also my proposal and my slide, I will explain I will explain how to write the Gakushin proposal. But I cannot have responsibility for your research plan. So I'm sorry, but this information will be delivered just for reference. So please think about yourself, and I hope you to think about the story of your research. Then you can get the Gakushin researcher. You can be a good Gakushin researcher. So I'd like you to think by yourself, but I would like to support you. But I'm sorry, but I'm not. I don't have any. Responsibility for that. So I'm sorry, but my slide is in the another computer. So I will bring it later. But at first, I'd like to talk at first. So this is a structure example of the Gakushin proposal. So at first, research plan, and I think it's good to be writing proposition of research. In the propositioning of research, you need to write background on the field and the issues in the field, and also background leading to the ideation of the research plan. And in the research purpose and content section, I think it would be good to include research proposal and also research method contents and also characteristics and originality of the research and anticipated impact of this research upon completion, future prospects. So this is one example of the structure of the Gakushin proposal. And in the proposal, I recommend you to put a conceptual diagram of your research or your research method or your research plan overall. But I really recommend you to create some figure what you want to research or research method or something like that. And there are another section for protection of human rights and compliance with laws and regulations. And it depends on the research fields of you. So I cannot talk about this a lot of things. So I would like you to ask your mentor about this because it is very, very research field oriented. So I cannot have any advice about this. And the next session will be the self-assessment of research performance and your strength. And it is also, this is the former presentation slide. So it is, there is no English for now, but I will send you this later. So this is your image of your great researcher. So this is the example. So at first, I'd like to explain the positioning of research, but I'm really sorry, but I will bring my another PC for now. So please wait for a while. I think I get this one near to me. So I will share my screen from another PC and you can see the slides from my another PC. I'm sorry for that. I just changed what? Yeah. Okay, so I can send you my new slides. I'm sorry that I didn't copy to another PC. So for now, I can join the Zoom. I'm sorry for the inconvenience for this, but now I think I can, join the. So I will share my screen from here. So I'm sorry for the inconvenience. So this is my, here we go. I'm sorry for that. I'm really sorry for that. So this is the latest one. And so I need to share this. Here we go. So this is my newest slides. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. So this is the structure example. And again, note that it is not official and it is my translation. So please use it just as a reference. Thank you. So I'd like to go to the next slide. So I will show you points would be good to write in each section. So at first, positioning of research, I would like you to write down the background on the field and issues in the field. So which means, so in this background, I would recommend you to describe social and academic issues in an easy to understand manner. So like what the social issue is that issues that are socially problematic and meaningful to solve. And academic issues are areas or issues that have not yet been approached by previous research. So this is there are the two big points. So in my research proposal, I will show my research proposal for now. In my research proposal, so my research was about the biomedical engineering and biomedical engineering. So I am interested in epilepsy, and in the epilepsy, so there are drug-resistant epilepsy. The percentage of drug-resistant epilepsy is 30%. So just in Japan, drug-resistant epilepsy. So those who had drug-resistant epilepsy would be 0.3 million people, even in Japanese. So it is very big number. And as the name of drug-resistant epilepsy, so those epilepsy cannot be cured by drugs. So there is one solution for curing, or how do I say, like lighting the symptom of epilepsy, which is vagus nerve stimulation. I will say VNS. So VNS. So VNS have some effect on drug-resistant epilepsy. However, there is no mechanism. There is when I write a proposal, we do not know what the mechanism of the VNS, and also so VNS is the method for stimulating the vagus nerve. Vagus nerve is writing through our necks, and we don't know why, but stimulating vagus nerve, some symptom will be cured without knowing no reason. So I thought it is good for revealing the mechanisms, and also there is no information about what the best stimulation condition, like frequency or how do I say, altitude, amplitude. So there is no there is no information about the best stimulation condition. So I would like to contribute myself to help knowing the mechanism and also the stimulation condition. So this is my light background of my research. So in my research, I use the exact number to show this is the social issues, which means I focused on the epilepsy, and epilepsy is very wide disease. So that is my social issues in my proposal, and also the academic academic issues is that, so thanks to the previous research, we understand VNS is good, but previous research cannot say about the mechanism. So I would like to find out what the mechanism is. So that is my light academic issues. So we cannot understand the mechanism or stimulation condition. So that is my academic issues. So something like that. So I would recommend you to write the social issues and also academic issues. And next is the background leading to the ideation of the research plan. So in this section, I would like you to describe the story led to the conception of the proposed research in a logical and also concrete manner based on the issues. So when you put the issues in the background, then you will lead to your research plan. So before proposing the research purpose, you need to write why and how you get some ideation of your research. So this is so in this section, I would like you to write those. So for example, so related to my, so I can send it to, I'm sorry for that. So I will talk about it with my, here we go, with my research proposal. So this is a section, and I have 2 points. So I was majored in biomedical engineering, and I use some special device which called MEA. MEA. So it's like, how do I say? With this MEA, we can stimulate the cell, and also we can record the cell activity with electrical activity of cell with MEA. So it's like some plate, and on the plate there are some cells, like neural cells, are cultivated. So I have some specialty in MEA, and also I searched some literature, and I found that so VNS, the effect is VNS is very related to three main brain parts, main 3 parts of brain. So I thought these 3 parts of brain will be important, and also I have a tool about MEA. I have a skill, and I have some research experience on MEA. So then I thought that when I collaborate these information and my skill, I can, how do I say, I can find out some part of mechanism of VNS. So that is my, how do I say, story. Why I, how do I say, have a mind about my research plan. So something like that. Please write very concrete and also logical way to the story of your research plan, research proposal. So that is one section, and also I will go to that next section. So there are another section, so research purpose and contents. So in the research purpose, I'd like you to write, to describe purpose that encompasses all aspects of the research. So which means when you say, I want to do this in research purpose, and in the many proposals, there are many methods are not related to the purpose, which means, so yes, many research proposals are not consistent with purpose and research method and contents. So please describe purpose that encompass all aspects of the research. Means please relate all contents to the purpose. There are many mismatch between them. So, in other hand, in the research method and research contents, please use methods. Please write down the methods consistent with the purpose. So, and also in addition to the specifics of what you will do, include why. So yeah, in many research proposals, they say just I will do this and I will do this. But as a reviewer, we cannot understand why you will use this method or other than another methods. So I'd like you to describe why you will use those methods, and please compare to another methods. So there are maybe there are many options for for my example, as an example. So when I measure the activity of cell, we have many tools or many methods to measure the cell activity. However, I chose MEA because blah, blah, blah. So something like that. Please write your methods, not only your methods, but why, and also comparison of other methods. And in the characteristics and originality of the research, please write your originality of your research, so which are not realized in other research. So please write those. And in the anticipated impact of this research upon completion or future prospects, in this section, please describe the specific social and academic impact of the research when it is actually done well. So for example, for me, when I write this impact, so when my research fulfilled how do I say it? So some patients of drug-resistant epilepsy will be cured, and that means my research could improve the QOL, quality of life, of the patients, is like some social impact. And also, I focused on the three main parts of the brain, and these brains are very, how do I say, important for the functioning of the brain. So if I can search the interaction between them and also the characteristics of those parts, I can give some basic information to the academia of neurology or something like that. So that is my academic impact. So like that, please write down the social impact and also academic impact, right? And also please include conceptual diagram or figure of your research. So I created my research. Please wait for a while. I created, here we go. Oh, no, here we go. I created two figures. So I created, so what is MEA? So MEA is like a plate, and with this, we can cultivate the cells, and we can see the interaction, electrical interaction between them, and with this, we can stimulate the cells. So, but MEA is not so famous. So I thought I need to show what the MEA is. So I created MEA figure. And also, as I said, so I thought three main parts of the brain is very important for VNS stimulation. So if I co-cultivate those neural cells into MEA like this, we can stimulate each part, and also we can see the interaction through the electrical activities of neural networks. So my research, idea is drawn as a figure. So I created a figure for MEA, and also I created a figure for my research concept. So something like that, please draw a figure of your research. And so I recommend you to create a figure which you cannot describe in sentences. It is very difficult to describe in sentences, so I created the figure. So something like that. So next section, I will go to the next section. So yes. So next session will be the self-assessment and also image of a researcher. So in this section, your own strength or elements that you consider necessary for your future development as a researcher in the future, you need to write down. So in the formal section, I would like you to recommend to write, so in addition to the strengths, describe specific episodes in which the strengths are demonstrated, tying them to research results. So for example, so I saw many, proposals of Gakushin, and I have one impact episode, and one student wrote about that, and so that student, so I say she, so she met one professor in a research conference, and she and he are not, knowing each other, but in the conference, she heard his research presentation, and she thought that research would be very important for my research. So if we collaborate, if I and he will collaborate, my research will be more developed. So she decided to talk to the professor after the conference, and she continued to discuss the research, and she published an article with the professor, something like that. So it is, so her strength, like communication skill, and also like grit. So like, the mind of never give up is very accurate in that episode. So something like that, please write specific episode related to the research in this section. And also in the latter part, so in relation to the imagine of the researcher you aspire to be, list specific elements that are necessary for you and describe how you will acquire those elements. I recommend you to write these. And in the image of a researcher to which you aspire, so in the image of a researcher to which you aspire section, I will recommend you to describe in details the detailed kinds of researcher you want to become. And also, in this section, you need to write positioning of research activities to be conducted during the period of the fellowship toward the above image of a researcher to which you aspire. So in this section, I would like you to describe how this activity, research activity, which means the Gakushin research activity, will contribute to the image of the researcher you are aiming for, and how you will embody partially, the image of the researcher you are aiming for through this research activity. So I recommend you to describe these in this part. So we went through main parts of research proposal, Gakushin proposal template. So I hope you to create good Gakushin proposal based on this information. And other tips are there. And please match content with headings, which means, so when you write, so for example, in research method section, sometimes there are research purpose sentences. So it should not be here. You need to write research purpose in research purpose section. So you need to match the content with headings. And also, I recommend you to create headline. Headline means headline. And you please use visual emphasis like bold or underline, so reviewer can see where is important, where the important points are. So please include visual emphasis and also a figure, right? Additional information. So reviewer may read 100 proposals for one set. So yeah, about 100 proposals. So many reviewers will see your proposal for 5 minutes to 10 minutes, up to 15 minutes, because there are about 50 or 100 proposals. So reviewer should read fast and understand your research in very fast way. So you need to assist them to understand your proposal in short amount of time. So I recommend you to create visual emphasis and also figure and very easy to understand structure of the proposal and sentences. So that is my advice for you. So I'm sorry for my my bad English and also the troubles between the two computers. But this is all from me. So we have only 2 minutes for now for webinar. So I will answer one question in webinar, and after the webinar we will stay here and we will answer all questions. But in the webinar, I will answer one question. So, Rintaro, do you have any question, or would you open the popular tab?
Okay.
Thank you. So,
Maybe
it will be that. Will be very specific. So I will answer this later. So So. What is the ideal word count if the proposal is written in English? I'm sorry, I cannot know the exact word count, but there is a limitation, which means like this section, this Kenkyu no Ichizuke positioning of the research section is only for 1 page. And in the guideline, so you should use the font size equal or up to equal or more than 10 points. So based on the condition, I think the max word counts are, how do I say? You can calculate. You can calculate the max word counts based on like this 1 page and also the font size. Thank you for the question. And I'm sorry, but I will answer those questions after the webinar. So the time has come. And again, I'm sorry for my bad English and also my trouble of computers, but I really appreciate you are here and thank you for the participation. And we hope you will create a great proposal. And I wish I have a little bit contribute to your proposal. And we have event schedule, but I'm sorry, the most of them are in English, not English but Japanese. So if you are interested, please see my website, and there is a section for events page. So in that page, you can see the events. I'm sorry, but mainly in Japanese. So this is for today. And again, I will answer all questions after the webinar, but we are now on the time. So for now, we close the seminar for now. Yes. So thank you very much for your participation. Thank you. So I will answer. Oh, I'm sorry, and I hope you to answer the survey. If you have time, I wish you to answer the survey. So we consistently conduct workshop, and we would like to get feedback from you. So if you have time, please answer to the survey. Thank you very much. And I will. And if you have any question, please write down your question here, and you can see other posts, and also you can see popular posts. And what's the difference between section 4.2 and section 5? I will check. So section 5, section 4.2. So this is the elements. So I will share my another screen. That So section 4.2 means this is section 4.2, and this is the section 5, and this is element that you consider necessary for your further development as a researcher in the future. And this is the image of a researcher. So based on the section, I think that so in the image of a researcher to which you aspire, so you just write down your ideal researcher. So you can write things distinguish between 4.2 and 5.1. And however, so this is the tricky one. Positioning of research activities to be conducted during the period of the fellowship toward the above imagine of a researcher to which you aspire. I think it's the nearly same one. I think these are very similar ones. So 4.2 and 5.2 will be very similar. So if I write a proposal, let me see. So, but this is the elements that I consider necessary for my future development as a researcher. So please describe what you need to become a great researcher here. And if I write a proposal, I write the elements what I need to be great researchers, and also I write here. So what I write here is that so it is the research activity. So we need to write research activities. So when I write here, I write research activities and relating to these elements. So I think you can write the different sentences based on those. That is just my thoughts. So yeah, you can rearrange. You can think by yourself. So it's just for your reference. Thank you. So then I will. No, it's not. So I will go to the next question. So can I submit? So I answer those. So there. Okay. So I will a little bit. Yes.
In English, what do you think about the application history? Like that?
Yeah. And I think it's better to write down like English here. So here we go. So what do you think about the applicant's publication history? So is it important enough to change the pass or fail decision, or it is okay without it? So the answer is, yeah, I think please include your publication history. However, you need to relate to your research skill or research. So just saying I have some publication will be meaningless. So please connect to your research. So so I publish one book. So this is my ability to, how do I say, write sentences or something like that. And you need to connect to research. And so is it important enough to change the pass-fail decision? It could be, but what is the most important thing is that research plan, I think. So if there is a so-so research plan and great self-introduction, I don't think the impression of reviewers are not so good. But if there is a great research plan and also how do I say, few achievement or publication, Dr. Co's research fellow will be judged by more like future possibilities, maybe. So what the most important thing in the pass or fail is research plan. So it could be one of the, how do I say, element for reviewers to judge, but not so important. Maybe, I think. So that's my answer. In section 4, there is a mention of impact of research due to suspension of research. What do you mean this? If you have, do you have any, is there any suspension? I will check. Number 4. Wait. Number 4, suspension. This one. Yeah. No, 研究中断ために生じた。Maybe this is for COVID-19, related to the COVID-19, and if you suspend your research due to like special issues, so maybe please write here like that. Yeah. So maybe it's like excuse for COVID-19. So if you have suspend your research due to something, please write those. So that is maybe the intent. Due to, that like if you have to go to field work, but in the research plan you need to go to the field work. However, because of the COVID-19, we cannot conduct field work. Maybe something like that. Oh, there is some. Thank you. Yes. I am already a Chinese scholarship awardee. Can I still apply for this fellowship? I recommend you to ask the staffs at your university, but in general, maybe you cannot get both, how do I say, both money or both, how do I say, our scholarship. So you cannot have both scholarship. So maybe if you granted as a Gakushin researcher, maybe you need to quit this Chinese scholarship awardee, maybe. But I'm not sorry, but I cannot know your situation or your specific situation. So please ask the staffs at your university. Do you have any questions, Rintaro?
Maybe that's it.
That's it? Oh, really?
Yeah. Just 6 questions.
All right. If you have any question, like in Zoom, participants, you can unmute. But it will be streamed, but you can ask in Zoom. But do you have any questions? No? Maybe it seems great. All right. So, do you have, Chujo-san, do you have any comments about this?
No. there are no other questions on the language one. And how can I say? I hope that you will write a better application, better for a Gakushin, and how can I say? For the future, we will have this workshop maybe next year, and so please come in as how can I say, awardee, scholarship awardee, and please share your how can I say, experience about
insights.
About the Gakushin. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And the end of the webinar and Q&A session, please answer to our survey. And we would like to have feedback, and we would like to improve our webinar. So please send the survey information. So thank you very much. So we will close here, and we hope you will write a better Gakushin proposal. So thank you very much. See you.